welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. What are we talking about today? We're gonna talk about the OPI Spring 2020 collection, which is themed after Mexico City, and it is gorgeous. Now, I purchased this collection from Polish Pick with a blogger discount, but they have the fastest shipping, really good prices that are under retail, so you guys should definitely check them out. I've bought many collections from them and they always arrive packaged nicely, no issues whatsoever, and fast. We're gonna go ahead and do live swatches, and you're gonna also see a swatch picture. Sometimes the color that you're gonna see on the video might differ a little bit from the color that you're gonna see on the actual picture. And why is that? Sometimes when you're doing videos, as you guys know, the light might change the color a little bit. And in the actual picture, I do have them showing just like they show on reality. So sometimes, in a very few of them, I had to edit the picture to show, because sometimes the camera just doesn't pick it up. So when we're talking about color accuracy, focus on the picture, and then, you know, just enjoy the live swatch for the application so you can judge that on the video.
First up, we have Mexico City Movement. Because of the name, I assume it was supposed to be mint, but I just see it as a super light blue, so I don't see mint. And then on the first coat, you can see that it has like some light patches, so, you know, it's kind of telling you that it needs a second coat. But after you do the second coat, I think it looks great, and I don't really think it needs a third one. But if it ever does for you, just apply a third one. The coats are easy. This next one is called Verde Nice to Meet You, but you know, verde is green in Spanish. So this one, the first coat, you can tell here, there are some streaks in there. It needs a second coat. There's not a one coater at all. But then the second you apply the second coat, it looks great. I mean, you can see it there. And then it does dry a little bit darker and a little bit dustier than what you're seeing in the light on the swatch video, but it's a great color. Great color. Don't tell a soul. Sol means sun in Spanish, and I'm doing like some Spanish class here, but hey, it's names I can pronounce, right? This one, same situation. First coat, streaky, no problem there. And then you just go ahead and apply your second coat, and it's great. This is a fantastic yellow polish for spring and summer. I am gonna wear this. I love it. Now, this next one, when I first saw it in the bottle, I was like, this is going to be some pearly yellow crap, honestly. And then when I started applying it, I was like, okay, there's some green undertones in here. This doesn't look that bad. Formula is kind of like jelly and see-through. I don't know. But as it built up, I actually thought that, wait a minute, this is not too bad. It looks kind of like polish from the future or something. Look at the swatch picture. It actually looks kind of cool and edgy. So I think I might wear it, actually. You know? Okay, this next one, seriously, to me, is one of the stars in this collection. I mean, it's a jelly base. So yes, it is going to be sheer. You can build it up however you want. So you can wear it at one coat, two coats, three coats, whatever. I think after 3, I got opacity. So there's no need to do more. It's not a competition. But it's a coral jelly base with golden flakies. And that is just crazy to me for a mainstream brand. They just don't do flakies. So I'm very, very happy about that. So coraling your spirit animal, there was no way on earth that I could get the video to show properly. It looks like an entirely different polish. But the actual color is the one in the picture on the right. So just look at the formula on the left and ignore the color. You can see that it changed back and forth. And it was the same situation where it was first coat. You could see some streaks in there. But then after the second coat, it looked perfectly fine. Now, wrong color in the video, but the formula is perfectly fine. Okay, for this one, also, the video on the left doesn't look real as far as the color is concerned. So just focus on the formula, which is amazing. This is one of those that's going to be a one coater for most of you. But the color is the one that you're seeing on the right. It is not the orange that you're seeing on the left, okay? So just focus on the formula on the left and look at the color on the right. Now, this one and the next one, which is called Viva OPI, they're so similar. And OPI does this all the time where they put two very similar red tones in the same collection. So this one, the formula, if it's possible, it might be even better than the previous one. It's gorgeous. Again, here the color is the one in the picture. But these two are so similar. Like, I don't like that they do this, because I mean, I feel like you're wasting a spot. So here you're gonna see Chihuahua on the left and Viva OPI on the right. Again, they're not duplicates, but to be in the same collection, I think they're very, very close. Next up, we have Telenovela Me About It, and this pink is so much fun. Like, when you first see it in the bottle, it doesn't seem like it, but there's a shifty shimmer in there that's kind of purple, and it makes this so much fun. So even though it's a jelly base, it builds up beautifully. It has like this squishy, gorgeous, yummy formula. It looks like candy. It's really, really fun for like summer and spring, of course. Now for this one, I wanted to show you guys how the shimmer looks in the bottle, because you can barely see it on your nails when you're like indoor and in regular light. But once you put a flash, look at how it pops. And I'm sure it looks like that in sunlight as well. So another one of the stars of this collection. Look at the formula, you guys. Oh my God, just looking at it. I don't even want to say anything. Perfect. One coat perfection. So I did 2 coats on this one just for the heck of it, but seriously, you don't need it. Mi Casa is Blue Casa. This is, I don't know, I think it's my favorite blue right now. I swear, it's perfect. It is perfection. Love it. So for Mariachi Makes My Day, I don't know what happened to my brush and my hand and my hand coordination, that I just made a terrible mess on this swatch. But you can still see the formula. It's like a squishy kind of jelly thing. It does require a second coat. It's not going to be like the blue. But after coat 2, it looks perfect. And the color that looks, like reality is the picture again. The video is looking way too bright. So I think Hue is the Artist is going to be one of the crowd favorites, just because people love these like super clean and crisp whites, and OPI does a great job at them. So here you can see the first coat, it dries a little bit patchy and streaky, but once you put a second coat, I think it fixes almost all of it. So only for some nails you'll need a third, or some nails depending on the length and depending on the strength of your nail line. But it is such a delicious color once you finish. Look at it. It's so squishy. This is not meant to be a white. It's meant to have hints of purple. So here you can see it on the left. And on the right, we have the mint color for comparison.
All right. So now that we have seen them all, the question that I get all the time, which one's your favorite? Now, if I have to pick a favorite out of all of these, I can tell you, like, when I wore this one, I was like, I think this is one of the best blues I own. This is just delicious. This is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then if I had to pick one that's my least favorite of them all, it is very easy for me to pick this one. Now, it is something that I probably wouldn't pick up off the shelf if it wasn't part of a collection. Now, I must say that I felt like, oh, I hate this one. It's like, ugh, right? And even as I was applying it, I was like, whatever. But then when I actually had the coats on, I was like, oh, this is kind of like weird, but in a maybe kind of cool and edgy way. I don't know. It wasn't as bad when I wore it, but it is something that definitely right out of the bottle like that, if I see it on a shelf, I wouldn't pick it up. Another one that I loved, and I actually think if I had to tell you guys to grab one out of the 12, will be this one, just because it is such a unique OPI color. And sorry, man, all these bottles are trying to like leave me. I understand for indies, this is nothing. Gold flakies are nothing. They're everywhere, right? But for mainstream, to see something like this with gold flakies and jelly base that builds up this nicely, it is a very nice thing to have. So I would say this one for sure. And then another one that I really, really liked, and I know it doesn't seem like much because it's just like the white looking one, the Hue is the Artist. It is very, very nice. And when you actually apply it, you guys saw, it's gorgeous. It's like glass, but it's so beautiful. I mean, if I have to go through the collection, I will probably just start picking them all out and saying great things about them, because all the colors are really, 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 really nice. So that's it. I think whatever you liked from here, I think you're very like safe to pick it up if you like it. The majority of them are 2 coaters. I think for some you might need, depending on your nail length, how your nail line shows, you might need 3, but they're easy coats, so I don't think you're gonna really struggle with anything here. And I think this blue and the 2 fiery orangey reds are maybe 1 coaters for most of you, so that's a good thing. And that's about it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe and all the YouTube things that people do to support a channel that they like. Thank you again, and I will see you guys next time.